We scaled our agency to 7 figures by selling AI ads to high ticket businesses. And let me show you a few examples to show you what I mean. So this ad right here was created 100% by AI. AI found the offer and AI actually made the ad. So AI does all the heavy lifting for us. And let me show you another example in which we did a video in which AI scripted the whole thing, AI did the voiceover, and then all we had to do was just find some B-roll to add on top of it. So let me show you that example real quick.
Attention Arizona homeowners. Did you know there's one hidden warning sign most homeowners miss that can predict a costly roof collapse? Sagging spots, cracked shingles, and subtle leaks aren't just minor annoyances. They're silent warnings of potential disaster. To help protect local families, we're introducing the exclusive 2025 roof replacement program. For only $9,997, you can secure a brand new, reliable roof and eliminate future headaches. We're currently looking for 10 more homeowners to participate in this limited time offer. Act now and save thousands on your roof replacement. Click the link below to see if you qualify and ensure your roof and your family's safety remains secure for years to come. Spots are extremely limited, so don't wait.
So essentially that's all we do, and we generate leads for high ticket businesses and then sell them leads, and AI does majority of the heavy lifting for us. So let's get into the actual raw talk of the video and let's dive in. In this video, I'm gonna give you a raw talk on how we actually run ads that actually get us results and make us money, because most gurus will just sell you the dream of how to acquire clients that will end up just leaving you in 1 to 3 months because they'll realize that you have no clue what you're doing, and we do not want that. We want you to make money long term. And the first point that I want to touch on is why majority of agency owners actually fail and never see any success. And the biggest reason for this is that they only place a huge emphasis on client acquisition and never focus on client retention. When client retention is the biggest lever you can pull in order to make long-term money and see a lot of success when running your agency. See, if you just only focus on client acquisition, clients will leave you a month or 2 after, and then you'll be in this endless loop of just trying to get new clients and putting a bunch of time into cold outreach or paid ads, when you can make your life so much easier if you just focus on client retention and just maintain and scale up your current clients, in which we do. And we aren't even really running ads right now in order to get new clients, because we're only focusing on scaling up our current clients and actually getting the most money out of them in which we can. And what you'll realize is that you'll make so much more money by focusing on client retention and actually getting great results rather than trying to get a ton of new clients every single month. So how do you actually get good client retention? And I think the biggest reason most people end up failing within their first few months is because they end up trying to use this copy and paste ads. And don't worry, I tried the same thing, but this is not the way out. You can't just copy and paste your way up until 100K a month. Yeah, you can get like maybe very minimal results, but if you're just trying to do copy and paste ads, you're always going to get bad results, and you're always going to be a step behind, because a lot of the copy and paste ads that you see, no matter if they're just in programs or like other courses that you do, those ads have already been run through. So you really just need to figure out a way in order to actually get great results from the jump without even just trying to do copy and paste. Because copy and paste is not the way out, and I know this is not the answer that you want to hear. You probably want to hear that, oh yeah, you can just copy and paste your way up into 100K a month, but that's not really the way to go about it. You need to figure out like what actually makes a good ad, and what makes a bad ad. And the best way to actually get winning ads for your agency and get great results for your agency is to actually create a system in which you can actually create winning ads consistently. So what you want to do is use AI in order to do this, because you can have AI literally write all of your copy for you right from the jump, so you don't need to copy and paste ads. It can get you unique and new copy for your specific niche. And I go over many different methods in my other videos. So like what I would do is scan ads library for a bunch of winning ads, and then feed all the winning ad copy into ChatGPT or Claude and have it create out several different iterations or new versions of that specific copy. And make sure it doesn't sound too similar to other people's copy, because you won't get good results when you do that. And essentially what you want to do is just create out and test out a bunch of different things in which you actually get a better sense of like what actually creates a good ad and what actually makes a good ad. And then once you actually have that, that's when you'll actually be able to determine like how you can actually get good results for your clients. You're like, oh yeah, this ad did really well. This ad didn't do very well. So let's do more of the ad that did well. And then you can just get a whole system in terms of actually creating out winning ads that actually get you results for your clients, rather than going about it like everyone else does in terms of just copying and pasting and not really knowing the psychology behind like why an ad works. Does it tap into emotion? Does it deal with like getting like a new roof, like new compensation, like something like that? It taps into some sort of thing that the people want. And you can't really just go about it in like the ways of like, oh yeah, like I don't really know how any of these ads work, because that will get you nowhere. You need to stick through like the hard part. And that's the hardest part in the beginning, is like actually understanding why an ad works. And once you realize this, you'll be able to get great results for your clients and actually be able to see success with your agency. So you need to place a huge emphasis on client retention. And yes, client acquisition is still important, but it's not the end all be all, because you can get clients. Most people don't have problems getting clients. It's actually retaining them and actually getting good results for them, because most people just have clients that end up leaving them after 1 or 2 months, and then they get in that endless loop, like I said earlier, of just trying to get new clients. And then they don't really have the time to focus on client retention, which that is the most important part, like I said earlier. So focus a huge part of your time on client retention, and you'll see much more success, and you'll have clients staying with you on years and years to come, and not just leaving you after 1 or 2 months. And the second point I want to tap into is your agency's model, because the agency model from the start has always been like, oh yeah, just do $1,500 retainers and just get a lot of the different clients and run it from their page. And that's the only way to go about running a successful agency. But the biggest lever that we pulled was testing out different offers that go beyond just the $1,500 a month retainer. And yes, while the $1,500 retainer can be good for a couple clients, it's not what is actually going to allow you to scale to $100K a month and have those really big months, unless if you just have like 70 different clients, and that's a huge headache in which you do not want. You want to be able to have like 10 or 15 clients and then be able to get like 100 to 150K a month. And that's essentially what you want. And let me tap into how you can actually do that. So the biggest way that you can actually do that is by switching up your offers and having many different offers beyond just the standard retainers. So tap into the pay per lead model, in which you just charge per qualified lead for each client. And then also the percentage base of ad spend. So you get paid a percentage based on how much you spend with a particular client. So those two offers will allow you to scale up heavily in terms of your agency. And by adding in these offers, you'll be able to scale up heavily and make a lot more money when you scale up with your clients, opposed to if you just did $1,500 retainers. It doesn't matter if you keep scaling up with your clients, because you're going to make the same amount of money each and every month. And yeah, it's fine if like that specific client that can't scale up that much more, but like in that case, you probably don't even want to be working with them anyway if they are not able to scale up that much anyway. So you need to be having different offers if you actually want to scale up heavily with your agency. Otherwise, you'll just be trying to get like 100 different clients in which are paying you $1,500 a month, which doesn't really work. I mean, it can work, but it's a huge headache on your part, and you're going to have to hire a lot more team members if you do it that way. And the other point I want to discuss in terms of like actually your agency's model, stop running ads from like your client's page. You want to be building your own brand on the side. So instead of running from your client's page, what you want to do is create your own brand on Facebook. So for example, if you were doing like roofing, you'd name a page like Roofing Connect, where you connect homeowners to like different roofing companies. So you don't want to be running from your client's page anymore. You want to be doing it from like your own brand, so you can scale up your own brand in the process. So you actually have something that you're building along the way, and not just building up your clients' companies as well. So what you would do is essentially run it from that page called like Roofing Connect and generate all the leads through there, and then you'd be sending those leads over to your clients. And then this also benefits you in a way that you like, even if you have like ugly ads or ads that are like more so funny that could hurt like the roofer's like brand image, this saves you from all of that. And it also saves you so much time in terms of onboarding, because you already have all of that page set up, and all you need to do is just click go on the ads and you can start generating leads that day. So you want to be building your own brand on the side so you can actually have something that's valuable. So like when you sell your company in the future, you have that asset that you have been building up in the meantime, instead of just building up other companies in which you do like in the meantime. So definitely run your ads from your own branded page, and you'll see much better results from this as well, because it just seems more like authentic, and you're also building something that becomes a lot more sellable in the future as well. And the last point I want to tap into is how do you actually transition out of the old dying model of the agency model into this new successful model? And the first step is to move away from just standard retainers and, like I said earlier, move into different offers like the pay-per-lead model and percentage base of ad spend, and you'll be able to scale it much easier. And the second step is to dial in your service delivery and focus really heavily on client retention, because that will make you a lot more money in the long term and actually build you something that's sellable when you actually retain these clients for a long time, rather than just going through that constant cycle of trying to get new clients every single month and the clients leaving you every single month. So really place a huge emphasis on client retention and you'll make so much more money. And the last step is to focus on signing clients that actually can spend a lot of money with you. So avoid those one-man businesses that can't really spend that much, and you'll be able to scale it much faster by finding clients who actually want and need your service and want to scale to the moon, opposed to those one-man businesses that are fine with only spending $1,000 or $2,000 a month, because those clients won't make you that much money. Yes, they can be good in terms of like getting like good like client like testimonials and stuff like that. But essentially, if you want to make the most money possible, find clients that can spend a ton of money, and you'll be able to scale up with them with these new offers that I presented to you, and you'll be able to make so much money. But that is all I had for you guys today. If you got any value out of this video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, I'll drop my Calendly below. But that's all I have for you guys today, so get to work and peace.